One of the differences between men and women is that women kind of see the big picture, whereas men kind of see everything in little wee parts. That's why most women are into holistic medicine, whereas most surgeons are guys. To a woman, a car is a means of transportation. To a guy, it's a bunch of components, parts that he can fix or customize or change around in some way. If he can take a car and cut it in half, bumper to bumper, he's got 2 motorcycles. I think that's why guys never throw anything out. They're waiting to see what it devolves into. It's not smart or correct, but it's one of the things that makes us what we are. Today on the Red Green Show, we got Edgar K.B. Montrose, Glenn Braxton settling up down at the marina. Bill's gonna try and drill us a well. I got some hydrogen in my hat. And as always, Harold is up the creek.
And now here's the man with the most lumber in his shack, my Uncle Red Green.
Thank you. And now that you've met the lumberjack, meet the lumbering jerk, my nephew Harold. Been kind of a good news week in a way for me up here. I got to lose a little bit of weight because I got a checkup coming up pretty soon. No, nothing yet. But I heard that this water diet is a real good thing, and apparently the water in Possum Lake has just been declared okay for human consumption.
Really? I wouldn't drink it.
Well, so what? I said human consumption.
Well, if the water at Possum Lake's been declared okay, there's obviously something wrong with the testing equipment.
The water's fine, Harold, and we're going to get into criticizing the government. We're in for a long night, all right?
Oh, what about all that stuff floating in it?
Keep your teeth clenched. Anyway, now that the water is officially okay, we just got to find a way to make it taste better.
Well, how are you going to do that? That water tastes like bad eggs.
Well, we'll add bad bacon bits. Make it taste like a bad breakfast. Actually, Junior Singleton had a good idea. You know, he thought we could carbonate the lake. You know how they carbonate things like grapefruit pop so they don't taste too bad? So Moose said, look, if we all just back our cars down, you know, get the exhaust pipes in there, and he figures the carbon dioxide coming out of the tailpipe will carbonate the lake.
That's carbon monoxide. Very much like carbon dioxide, except it kills all life. Otherwise, good plan.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to use electricity. You know how you put a 9-volt battery on your tongue, kind of feels like carbonation? Yeah. Well, we figured we'd drop one of them high-tension wires down into the lake, you know, just for an hour or so. Carbonate it right up.
Won't that kill all the electricity around here?
No. I like myself just the way I am. I don't mind the pimples and I don't mind the warts, and I really don't care how bad I look in shorts. I got skinny arms and a great big nose. I got hair in my ears, hair on my toes. People say I'm ugly, but I don't make a fuss because I always get a seat by myself on the bus. Okay, you just pulled in your driveway and it's late, and you didn't tell anybody you're going to be late. You're not going to be able to sneak into the house, and you know the very first thing you're going to hear as soon as you go through that front door, why didn't you call?
And you're going to need an answer, and you're going to need the truth. And the truth is, you don't have an answer, eh?
So the truth becomes you're going to have to make something up.
And it's going to have to be a Hummer.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make some up for you now, and then you can use them later when you need them.
Right. Okay, here's a good one. Sorry I didn't call, honey, but I gave all my money to a homeless family who is living in the parking lot behind the bar in the dumpster, and I just didn't have the heart to ask them for change for the phone.
Or you could say, the police come into the bar, and they said they're tracking aliens, which apparently are pure energy, which I'd never heard. But anyway, they said, Nobody can use the phone, including the table dancers.
Or I guess you could just say, sorry, honey, I didn't call. It was thoughtless of me. I feel really bad. I love you very much. Please forgive me.
But try the other two first.
Oh, yeah.
This week on Handyman Corner, what with me trying that new water diet, I thought I'd show you how you can make your very own home water purification system. Did you realize that the human body is, I believe, around 70% water, and the rest is fat and additives? All right, first thing you're gonna need is a large container of some kind. You might wanna clean that out real good. There we go. That's not enough. You gotta sterilize it, which is a scary term for most men. But the truth is, most germs and bacteria can survive soap and water, but they die in a good propane flame. I say if you can't take the heat, get out of the water purifier. That was a bad bit. Glad I didn't drink that. All right, that's got her. Now, you want to put some pills in there, because in the real water purifiers, they use haloside, or something rather, halazone tablets, I think they are. I got these pills from Old Man Sedgwick's room, so they're halitosis pills. I figure that's got to be close enough. Fire those in there. I also got his nitro pills while I was in there. Hope he has a nice day. I'll put them in because I can. All right, now to do the actual filtering, I'm thinking, you know, the fish in the aquarium and so on? They use charcoal in their filters. And fish don't just drink water. They do everything in it. The charcoal must be real good. Just open this up. Just like taking out the appendix stitches. And sock the old charcoal in there. There we go. That's gonna make it clean. As you're filtering out here, germs and bacteria and chemicals, also odors. So I'm thinking, baking soda works in your fridge, right? All right, I'll just, they got the kid-proof top on. There we go, kid-proof top on that, no problem. And we'll put that in there. All right, also good for dealing with odors and also doing filtering is kitty litter. Now, I would recommend you use fresh kitty litter. I'm all for recycling, but only up to a point. Dump that in there. Use a lot of kitty litter. That's pretty much it. The water's gonna be clean enough, I think, at this point. So the water's gonna go in the dirty, scummy water going to the top, and the clean, fresh water's gonna come out the bottom. So you gotta drill a hole so you can put a pipe in there. All right, we'll just, oh no, we wanna sterilize this. This, I mean. And there we go. Again, I may have overdone it with the sterilizing and heating and so on. Anyway, once you got the hole in there, get yourself a tap and put it on a piece of copper pipe like this. Jam that in the hole, and this way you'll be able to control the flow of the pure, clean, filtered water. All right, now we just turn that off for a sec. Pour the crummy water into the top. And now we're ready. Just wait a few seconds, and out comes pure spring water. All right, so there's some kind of a chemical, nothing to worry about. Maybe the nitro pills. Pretty good. Oh. All right, maybe that spring water was a little too springy. You know, she's heading right over into Possum Lake, which is good. That'll purify the water over there. And now I'll be able to catch rainwater. You can't get better, purer, cleaner water than that. And then next week, we'll show you how to patch a roof. So until then, remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. I hope it rains soon. That kitty litter makes you thirsty. Stay tuned. Bill's gonna drill a well. You don't want to miss that. And Harold and I are gonna have a man-to-man talk, which is tough to do with Harold. I want to talk to all you middle-aged guys about your eyesight. I know what you're going through. holding the newspaper between your toes so you can focus on the page. Trying to look up a phone number and squinting so hard you throw your back out. Now, a lot of guys our age are getting glasses, but I say don't do it. Deteriorating eyesight is part of the master plan. Mother Nature's pretty smart, you know. Like the way that as you get older, she makes your teeth fall out, so you'll eat oatmeal and other stuff that's good for you. It's the same kind of thing with your eyesight, because guys our age are a lot happier not knowing exactly what they look like. Or what each other looks like if your partner is around the same age. If your partner's a lot younger than you, it sounds to me like they're the ones that need the glasses. As far as book reading is concerned, you gotta get all that in by the time you're 30, so you'll have time to apply all the knowledge you picked up. Any knowledge that you get at my age, there's not enough time to understand and not enough energy to practice. So I say, just let your eyes go. They say your eyes are the window to your mind, and if your eyes are failing, a pretty good chance your brain's on its last legs, too. So just let them go, and then when you die, you can will them to somebody you don't like. Remember, I'm pulling for you, because we're all in this together. Well, we got everything all straightened out with electricity. You can relax, Harold. Code normal. No.
So what did you tell the repairman from the electric company?
Well, not much. Just explained how that big gust of wind had blown the high-tension wire down into the lake. No harm, no foul.
No way. You guys harm foul all the time. Remember those turkeys you tried to breed? They just swell.
It's just an expression, Harold, all right?
No.
You know, the strangest thing happened because a cloud formed over the lake, coming up all the bubbles out of the water.
That's electrolysis.
Electrolysis? You mean we've removed all the fish's unsightly facial hair?
No, it's when you put electricity into the water, the H2O breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. We just took this in school. That's electrolysis. So the cloud over Possum Lake is probably just like hydrogen.
Hydrogen, like in a blimp?
Yes, because hydrogen is lighter than air. Yeah, like you put hydrogen in Zeppelins, you know, like not the band Led Zeppelin or anything, but you're, that's look, your hat, it's a ghost.
I must have got some hydrogen in my hat here, Harold. How do I get it out of there?
Well, you can release it into the air, but that's going to wreck the ozone, so don't even think about that. It burns. Hydrogen burns really well.
All right, I'll try that. Stand real close.
Remember the Hindenburg?
You know, the story of our Canadian North is really the story of our daredevil bush pilots. And today, carrying on that tradition, are guys like Buzz Sherwood here of Buzz Off Airlines. Yo, Red Man, how's it going? It's going good, it's going very well indeed. So Buzz, tell the people at home now that you ferry in tourists, do you not? And you water bomb fires, I think.
And I water bomb people that tick me off.
All right.
And of course I do that courier thing too, you know, Sherwood Express.
Yeah.
When it absolutely has to get there, and you don't care what shape it's in when it does.
That's right, so Buzz flies mail in, that type of thing, right?
Red, I fly anything that fits in that plane.
There you go.
Or on the plane, or tow behind the plane, or... Is that a canoe? Floating up there, Red, or am I getting one of my flashbacks?
No, that's a canoe. She must be full of hydrogen from that electrolysis thing we did.
Far out. I could use that in my parcel delivery, you know, instead of swimming to shore with like a piano or something. Just so.
Yeah, so, as I say, there you go. You see the innovation going on here. Guys like Buzz Sherwood here bringing civilization and order to the north.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I can't bear to watch. Oh, the humanity. The humanity. Oh.
Uncle Red, why do you think people smoke?
Don't know, don't care, Harold.
Well, you should, because they're ruining their health, and they're ruining yours with secondhand smoke.
Well, everything else I have is secondhand. I don't see why I should be getting brand new smoke, except for my van.
Well, why do you think they do it? I got a theory. You want to know why? I got a theory about, do you think maybe it's because they weren't weaned properly? Do you think smoking's like breastfeeding?
Only if you inhale, Harold.
I wish everyone in the world would just grow up and stop smoking.
think you got a fish on your hook there, Harold.
I know. I've been trying to wiggle him off for an hour.
Well, I'll take it. Might be a salmon. I can make my famous smoked salmon. Or I guess in this case it'd be secondhand smoked salmon, eh, Harold? Don't inhale. It's time for adventures with Bill. Bill had asked me over to give him a little bit of help. I'm still looking for some fresh water, so he was gonna drill a well, and he picked a spot right there to drill it. Oh, no, a little hard there. No, I think he's changed his mind. Yeah, he's gonna pick it right there. All right. So I'll just sort of start the hole a little bit, but Bill's got one of these auger things that looks a bit like a, and he's got a long, got the extra length of handle on there. That's a good idea, Bill. So he puts that on there for a little extra leverage, and the auger goes, but then, the thing is when it catches on a rock, and it stops it. Bill's now using the law of lever to really to his own disadvantage, and that's bending that steel, a lot of tension on there, and then Bill decided to go into my van for some reason. I don't know why. Guess he didn't find what he was looking for. So then we decided to try one of these power augers, which has got the motor on there. It's about a 300-horse engine on that. But the thing is, it wasn't digging in. It was just riding on top. So then Bill says, we need to push down harder, get more weight on it. So he's like, Bill, I wouldn't climb on. Bill, is that completely safe, Bill? What am I asking him? And there he goes. Well, that looks like kind of fun. Oh, easy, Bill. Slow her down, Bill. Bill. Oh, for God's sake, you're gonna fly off. Well, I bet he doesn't try that again. Kind of wish he would. Oh, you're fine. Come on over here. Put your wine in. You know what they say? Where there's a well, there's a way. Good thinking, Bill. So he gets the hole all drilled in there, and now he's just got to put the pipe down to get down to where the water is. That's a steel pipe. It seems we got so many rocks around the Possum Lodge area. I think what happened was he hit a rock and started to bend the pipe up, so it'll come up behind him. Neither one of us saw this, but it's actually heading towards my grill of the possum van. And right. Thank you, Bill. Well, you got water. That'd be out of the rad there, Bill. And may not got the antifreeze in it. You sure that's what? Yeah. Stay tuned for special guest Graham Greene and some words of advice from Buzz Sherwood for those of you who will listen to anything. Well, let's see how my water diet is working. Nothing.
Uncle Red, what is that attached to the ceiling?
Oh, that's the vacuum cleaner, Harold. We sucked up all the hydrogen.
You know, if that bag's not sealed tight, that baby's gonna drop like a stone.
Oh, no, we're fine. No, it's tighter than a drum there, Harold. If there ever was any danger with the hydrogen, that's over now.
Uncle Red, what are we gonna do with that vacuum anyway? Might make a good lamp.
Oh, Harold, you'd make a good lamp.
We both made good lamps, because I'm bright and he's burned out.
Hi, Winston Rothschild here from Rothschild Sewage and Septic Sucking Services, where we put the PU in pump.
I'm here with Glenn Braxton of Braxton's Marina for this week's boating tip.
Thank you, Red. I thought we'd talk about launching your own boat today by yourself. You'll believe how many people come up and ask me to help them, Red. Like I don't have a job.
Well, actually, Glenn, I got to lose some weight in a hurry, and I was kind of hoping you could talk about dieting.
I thought you wanted a boat tip.
Well, if you think about it, if you're thin, then your boat's not going to sink. So it can. And I also thought, you'd be a guy who probably know a lot about diets.
Oh? And why would you think that, Red?
Well, you have the look. I assumed that you'd be a diet expert. That's all.
Well, no, not really. But if you want to try to eat what I eat, well, go ahead.
No, forget it.
No, Red. Moderation, that's the key to it. Yeah, you got to have self-control, and you don't have any self-control, Red. So, that's why you're getting as big as a house.
Thank you, Glenn. You're a real inspiration.
Oh, no, man. Look at the size of the spare tire you got there, Red.
Says Mr. 18-wheeler.
I got big bones.
Got a big belly bone.
But if I had your health, I'd take a lot better care of myself, Red.
Glenn, you suppose I could borrow this old propane tank?
Yeah, sure, it's empty. We had a big rib roast last week.
Oh, no. I want an empty one. I want to hook it up to a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, Red, you're not gonna try that self-liposuction stuff, are you? Well, I read about a guy who did that last week. He hooked it up to his belly button and to his central vac, and he sucked himself inside out, his whole body.
Oh, my gosh. Did you ever get him back to normal?
I don't know. I didn't finish the article. The next available cashier opened up.
Hey, And welcome to the expert portion of the show. This week, claiming to be an expert with my Uncle Red is Edgar K.B. Montrose. Today's letter is from a viewer in Brandon, Manitoba. It says, Dear expert, I love to barbecue, but lately our neighborhood has been overrun by a huge flock of seagulls that ruin everything. What can I do?
Any ideas there, Edgar?
Well, Red, if this guy's from Brandon like it sounded like he was.
Yes.
And if he loves to barbecue, he probably has a spare propane tank sitting by somewhere. So what I recommend is he take the tank and he cover it with bacon fat, roll it in bird seed, and put it in the middle of the lawn.
Oh, yeah, to draw out the birds. Yeah, like at our house, well, you know, we got like a bowl of sugar water to draw out the bees, you know? So when we're eating, they don't come near us, or, you know, and scare us and stuff like that. Or, you know, or they land in your nose and you're paralyzed in fear, you know? I remember this one time, right, this bee landed right on my ear, right? And my mom said, don't move, right? So I didn't move, because when mom speaks, you know, that's that, right? But it was a queen bee. It was a queen bee, and the queen bee built this huge hive right on my ear. It was huge. I couldn't believe it. I missed the whole week of school. It was great, right? But Dad sprayed it with Raid, and then on the way to the hospital, he collected all the honey.
That's not what I meant, Harold. When the birds come by to feed off the can, he takes his rifle, say a .306.
Oh, no, hey, you don't shoot the seagulls.
No, you shoot the can. And then, kaboom! No more birds. No more problem. And the concussion will shatter any seagull eggs within 2 miles.
You know, if you can't be with the plane you love the plane you're with.
Well, I think I got this diet thing licked.
Uncle Red, I was only kidding about you becoming a lamp.
No, Harold, I reversed the wiring on the vacuum cleaner, and I've compressed all the hydrogen down into this propane tank.
Oh, so what? You want to be like a centerfold in Popular Science with a barbecue tank attached to your navel?
No, watch how this works, Harold.
Okay.
Damn 35 pounds overweight. Watch. 25, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
It's meeting time, Uncle Red.
Yeah, you go ahead, Harold. I'll be down as soon as I get the shrapnel out of my shorts. If my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting, and yes, I can explain the pink rubber in my underwear. And to the rest of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice. Find out more about Possum Lodge merchandise, call 1-800-Y-POSSUM or check out Harold's homepage on the internet, www.redgreen.com.
Boy, this is too much.